Useful tips for engineers. In this combat note, we're not going to tell you how to equip your engineer, but we are going to give you useful tips about his structures. Let's get started. Build rally points. Don't clutter it up. Dear engineer, you're unlikely to save your rally point if it's discovered, but you'll make it very difficult for the squads that spawn on it to move around. That's not good. The best is to protect the point from possible shrapnel and blast waves, like this. Or you could place it in a foxhole that you dug with your shovel, like this. It's enough to shelter it from random shrapnel, but won't make it difficult for the squad that spawns on the point to navigate. Face it towards the enemy. The rally point has a direction in which the spawning commanders will face.
Nice.
It can also be rotated, like this. Point it towards the main objective to make it much easier for your allies to find their bearings. Build more than one. If you build your point close to an ally's point, they'll merge into one flag on the minimap. However, they'll still count as 2 points. Allies will spawn on them alternately or where they can spawn faster. Twice as many rally points, twice as fast a spawn time, twice as strong a pressure on the enemy. Protect it cleverly. Give your squad anti-personnel mines and place them on the main approaches to your rally point. This way you'll know in advance if someone's found it and is trying to destroy or mine it. Is a location compromised? Building a new rally point will automatically destroy the previous one and save your teammates from an unfortunate death on a booby-trapped rally point. Points for each spawn of an ally on your rally point. Like if you build your rally point efficiently. Set up barbed wire. It slows you down and deals damage. Terrible for protecting rally points, but great for defending capture points. Line them up. Any structure can be rotated. Put barbed wire along the corridors. You can cover large sections and it will be very difficult to jump over even one of them. Put it under the windows. If you put it right in the window, the barbed wire will simply be taken apart from the outside. But the enemy bursting through the window won't expect a sudden slowdown at all. Jumping over one of these won't work either. Points for each time an enemy takes damage from your barbed wire. Put up sandbags. Cover's cover, but it also has a couple of clever uses. Blocking windows. You won't be able to shoot out the window, but the enemy won't be able to climb through it either. They'll either have to dismantle it or destroy it with an explosive package. Hide traps. Place sandbags on suspected routes of enemy tanks, and behind them, dig a trench or place a mine. Tankers will happily rush to crush your sandbags without expecting your gift. And please, don't try to protect rally points with sandbags in the open. They're easy to spot, and the point will become a priority target, like... Points for allies fighting near your sandbags. Build Czech hedgehogs. Czech hedgehogs are ideal for hindering the movement of vehicles, but that's not all they can do. Placing these structures in buildings makes it very difficult for infantry to move quickly. And when combined with barbed wire, sandbags, and mines, the building becomes a death trap.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Place ammo boxes. All your allies will say thank you for the ammunition, but you can also take advantage of it yourself, especially if you take 1 or even 2 engineers with your mortar squad. The ammo box contains 10 shells for mortars, and an engineer has enough materials for 5 boxes. That's 6 full shellings. Literally hell on earth. Points for each time your allies replenish their ammo from your crate. Construct machine gun nests. There are 2 types of buildable machine guns available to engineers, light and heavy. Light machine gun nests can be built by engineers in Engineer 2 squads. Meanwhile, the heavy machine guns are available only to engineers in machine gunner squads. To access these structures, you must first unlock the related squad upgrades. Machine gun nests attract the attention of the enemy and quickly become targets. So try to place them in a well-protected position, like in buildings, bunkers, and other similar places. If your machine gun is destroyed, you can repair it by selecting your hammer and holding down the repair structure button. This way, you'll spend less resources than building a new one from scratch. Employ Apulomets, a terrifying weapon, literally an unlimited supply of Molotov cocktails, which can be launched up to 100 meters away. Available only to Soviet and German engineers in flamethrower squads after unlocking the related upgrade. It can create a constantly burning area, and therefore is ideal for defense. With a little bit of skill in the right location, it can be used even from hard-to-reach positions. And the fire covers a large area, so good accuracy is not required. Build anti-tank guns. Available to engineers in engineer and anti-tank gunner squads after unlocking the related upgrades. Build behind cover. in safety, and then roll out with the ready gun on the enemy. This can be done by switching to the second position behind the gun, or build it while standing behind the corner of a building or any other cover. Just don't forget to turn it towards the enemy before placing it. You can replenish their ammunition. Just switch to your hammer and hold down the replenish ammo button. You can do this for a fraction of the resources it would cost to build a new gun. Tip: the machine guns, anti-aircraft, and anti-tank guns you build can be used by your teammates, and for every kill they make, you'll also receive battle points. Build structures even if you don't plan to use them yourself, as they might be useful to your team. Engineers are essential. Not only can they help the team, but in one way or another, the use of their structures will earn you points. So build, friends, and also dismantle. You don't need your AT gun, machine gun, or sandbags anymore? Dismantle them and get back some resources.